Hi everyone, welcome back. There is nothing like a hot home cooked meal, especially on a Sunday. So let's make some. First off, I'm starting off with the magic. This makes everything taste good. Alright, so I'm adding in some parsley, some bell peppers, scallion, onion, garlic, thyme, scotch bonnet pepper, of course, and some ginger. Now let's add in some olive oil, some vinegar, and a little lime juice. I didn't have any fresh lime. Fresh lime is best, so I use some of this artificial lime juice because this can never be real lime juice. It doesn't taste like lime at all. So now let's go ahead with our chicken. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up, remove the excess skin, excess fat, and that bone marrow in the middle. And you know what else must go? That little yellow part at the bottom of the chicken leg, and also any excess hair. Now, once I'm done, I'm going to rinse my chicken with either some lime juice or some vinegar. And if you're not a person that washes your chicken, that's up to you. You can move on to the next step. Yes, the chicken is nice and clean, and we're going to go ahead and add in our green seasoning. I am going to add 2 spoons. I'm also going to be using some black pepper, some garlic and herb seasoning, and I'm also adding some Creole all-purpose and some chicken seasoning. Now this is our authentic flavors from Dongayard. Some pimento seed. I'm crushing some. I already rinsed it, and I'm going to add some to my chicken. All right, we're gonna leave this chicken to marinate, and when I return from church, I will continue my cooking. I'm also prepping my peas before I go to church. So I'm adding in some ginger, some scallion, and some thyme. And I'm going to put it in the instant pot for 8 minutes, depending on the type of peas you're cooking. Some are harder to cook and will take a longer time. So I'm back from church and my oven is preheated at 400 degrees. I also like to cover the chicken for the first hour just so that it doesn't roast. I want it to bake and take its time without the top of it burning or anything. So I like to just put a cover on it. And of course, I came from church to find my husband rearranging all my kitchen cupboards. So it's going to be hard for me to find my stuff. Now I am going to go ahead cook my rice and peas. The peas is already cooked. I'm adding some coconut milk. I'm also going to remove the thyme stick. And my main reason for that is a few months ago I choked on one and it was very traumatizing. Honestly, it took me a while to get it up. I am going to reseason the pot with some dry thyme, salt, or some all-purpose seasoning, whichever one you want to add to just bring up the taste and flavor of your pot. All right. I'm also adding my Scotch bonnet pepper and some pimento seed. Normally, I add the pimento seed when I'm pressuring the peas, but I totally forgot. And I know all the authentic people in the house watching is gonna say, "I wish I go with dry thyme." Come go up with that. But yeah, it does add the flavor as well. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead, taste my pot to see if it needs anything more, and if it needs it, I will go ahead and add it. And then I'm going to go ahead, let this boil for a couple minutes, and then add my rice. Now, some people love butter in their rice and peas. Add some butter if you want, or if you want to add some coconut oil. But because you have all this coconut milk, you don't need to add a lot of butter or any butter at all, because it will make your rice and peas very, very soft, unless you're the type of person like my husband that loves soft rice. But I'm not the average person that adds a little coconut milk. I add a lot of coconut milk. I do love a lot of coconut milk in my rice and peas. It adds such nice taste to your rice and peas. So I don't add a lot of butter. I do add a little sometimes, but mostly I like to add coconut oil in there instead. As you can see, the rice is finished steaming, and I'm gonna just fluff in. And of course, if you don't taste the rice and peas when they don't cook, nothing not going for you. You're not Jamaican. Alright, you have to taste it. Even though you know it tastes good, or the rice is already cooked, you just have to take out a spoonful. Now it's been a little over an hour. My chicken is out. I'm going to flip them. I'm also going to throw the juice off, because I'm going to need all that liquid to make my sauce and to add it back to the chicken for the finale. Now it's time to make the sauce, and I'm adding a little butter. As soon as the butter is melted, I'm going to add some green seasoning. I'm going to stir fry that green seasoning, and then we're going to add back our liquid from the chicken. And from there on, you can go ahead and add whatever you want in your sauce. I'll be adding in the liquid from the chicken. I will also add some ketchup, or if you have tomato paste, that's totally fine as well. Now, to add some depth in color and flavor, I'm adding in some molasses. It's totally optional. You can add a little brown sugar, or you can skip this step. Now I'm going to add the juice from 2 orange, some all-purpose seasoning, and I did add a little hot sauce, but that's only if you want a little spice on your chicken. Now I'm adding some browning just to give the sauce a little bit more color, just a little bit, not too much. And I just allow it to simmer until I have like a semi-thickness consistency, and then we're gonna add this to the chicken. Of course, leave some to serve on the side. Okay, chicken is done. And we're gonna make some pasta sauce to go with this delicious dish. I have my water boiling already, adding in some bow ties. Use whatever pasta you have at the moment. I like to use the tricolor ones, but today we're using the little bow ties. Alright, I'm adding in some salt and some olive oil just so that they don't stick together. So while the pasta is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and prep our ingredients. I like to add some carrots and I like to shred it. The next route you can take is using some mixed vegetable. That's totally fine as well. I love me some corn in my pasta salad, so of course I have me some sweet corns. We're adding some of that, and I'm gonna add some sweet relish as well. If you don't have sweet relish or if you don't want to use that, you can just go ahead and finely chop some green or red bell peppers to add to your pasta salad. All right. So now the pasta is done. I'm just shocking it under some cold water just so that it can stop the cooking process. Once my pasta is cooled down, I'm gonna go ahead and add some mayo to my bowl. I also add some hot mustard. Use whatever mustard you want to add, just a little bit. This mustard is very flavorful and I like it, so I'm adding in some black pepper and some salt and just a tablespoon of sugar. Add a little bit of olive oil, stir it around, and make sure you taste it before you add it to your pasta. All right, and of course, look who's here. Lonnie, say hi. You wanna go back to grandpa? Go to grandpa. She hung on to me. Go to grandpa. I feel like Trelawney knows when dinner is ready. She always make an appearance, right? But she is my adorable granddaughter. Now I'm adding in some parsley to add some color, and my pasta salad is done. I'm just gonna cover it and let it chill for a few minutes. And what else can I say? This dish was absolutely delicious. Each of these, between the pasta, the rice and peas, and the baked chicken, they complemented each other so well. And it didn't need anything. I had some chicken chopped up to curry to serve on the side, and I didn't even bother to curry it. I just throw some season on them, fried them, and serve for the fried chicken lovers. But it really never need anything. Just the baked chicken, the rice and peas, and the pasta, and it was just amazing. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely week, and keep on watching, keep on liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. I love you guys.